And our first speaker for the evening will be Jay Furnari. Jay has had many vocations in his short lifetime. He started off as an actor and stand-up comic in New York. He then went into retailing, where he worked his way up the ladder to become a store manager with Bloomingdale's in Miami, Florida. After retail burnout, Jay opened his own business, a consulting firm which focused on training and motivation. Even though he is retired, Jay spends time working with nonprofits on many different projects, presenting how to understand your emotional makeup. Mr. Jay Furnari.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Question: how many people are aware of their emotional makeup when they're in a situation where they're leading a group or talking to somebody or trying to get an explanation going? All these different things. You want to be able to know and understand your emotional makeup at that time. Quick story. Nancy was in a meeting with Tom, and Tom was constantly interrupting her. And every time he interrupted her, she got angry. She got very angry. And then she started doubting herself. Why am I getting angry? Is it because the last project I went on, I didn't have an opportunity to complete it to satisfaction? Why am I getting so angry? She goes home that afternoon after work, and her kid comes running up to her and says, I just broke my computer. And Nancy just goes off the top end. She just blows her stack at this poor kid, giving her every bit of anger that was in her. A good way to understand this is take a glass and fill the glass up to the very rim. And that's all the anger that you've been suppressing and you've been putting behind yourself. And then all of a sudden, just take a dropper, and I drop a drop of water in it. And after a couple of drops, minor little angry feelings, it explodes. The water comes out of the cup. That's what happened to Nancy. She wasn't willing to look at the emotional makeup that was her own in dealing with other people. Another example, this guy named John, who came home from work, and the first thing he said to his family was, I don't have time for dinner. I gotta go do my work. I have a report due tomorrow. Now, John was getting very angry about that. Why is he getting angry? He knew the report was due. It's his choice to get it done. More than that, it used to be fun for him to be at work. What happened to him? Why is his emotional makeup so different today than it was 5 years ago when he first got the job? I'm going to do something here because I lost our timer. Okay, I'm sorry, I got to get the timer back. There is a gentleman by the name of Thomas Harris, an MD, a doctor, who wrote a book called I'm Okay, You're Okay. I bought this book many years ago, and I still have it by my bedside. And basically, he has taken all our feelings and brought them down to 4 basic feelings: glad, mad, sad, and scared. And he put them to ego states. For instance, if you're okay, and I'm okay, and everybody around me is okay, that's a glad place to be. Wouldn't it be nice to wake up every morning in that glad spot? If you wake up in the morning and you feel good about yourself, but the people around you don't like, you're saying to yourself, I'm okay, but those people are not okay. And what do? You get a mad feeling. If you go around and say, I'm not okay, but you're okay, that's going to develop a sad feeling. If you say, when you wake up, I'm not okay, and nobody around me is okay. That's a scared feeling. That's the feeling that suicide comes out of. I learned that the hard way. As some of you know, I once tried to commit suicide. Thank goodness it didn't work. I didn't have enough pills. But I woke up that day feeling not okay about myself and not okay about anybody else around me. My feeling was, what the hell do I have to live for? If I'm not okay with me and I'm not okay with everybody else, what am I doing here? That's why we have to be listening to people's words when they speak. When they say, I'm not okay, and everybody else is not okay, you need to be involved with that person. You might need to step in and ensure them that they're okay, and also assure yourself, ensure everybody else that you're okay and they're okay. It's so important, people, to recognize what those people in front of you are feeling, saying, or doing. Are you approaching them from a parent ego state, or an adult ego state, or a child ego state? Of course, you want to go from an adult ego state, which is, I'd like you to finish this project by 3 o'clock. Or a parent ego state that says, I want you to finish this project by 3 o'clock or else. Or a child ego state that says, I want you to finish this project. Please finish this project for me. Where do you want to speak from? You want to speak always from the adult, always giving yourself a reason to be okay and giving everybody in your business a reason to be okay. Emotions are the thing that drives every one of us every single day. Every single day, emotions drive us. We must remember that. Wake up every day feeling good about yourself and everybody around you. Stay in that glad spot. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.